Welcome back to One Piece Anime Review Part 35. This I'm discussing pretty much the fourth the most recent anime original arc of the anime, Caesar Retrieval. Now you're probably thinking, does this have anything to do with the next arc, Dressrosa? The ending does. The main villain has got no connection to it. Yeah, and this is going to be quite interesting like Z's ambition. It's basically set up, mildly anyways, for the very next arc. In the case of Z's Ambition, which was the last anime original arc they did, that led into that was a really good arc, and it led into an awesome film. Yes, by far, in my opinion, one of the best films of the whole entire film series. And the guy who directed that film is directing the current Wano arc right now. Oh yes, yep. So you gotta thank him for basically doing that film and doing this arc. This arc, oh boy. Basically, get this. The main focus characters of this arc. Now, pretty much, this does take place like not long after. Now, thing opens up quite hilariously, seeing everybody's asleep. We see Momo in bed with Robin and Nami. This is something they hinted at in the previous episode. This was so funny. Oh, and by the way, do any of the Straw Hats do anything in this arc? Not really, no. Most of them do nothing but stay in the ship. Yep, it's like, oh, ship is attacked and they take Caesar. Yep, they take Caesar Clown. By the way, he spends the whole arc with the Cecil in prison handcuffs on. Heck, even the next arc, he's still got the damn things on. Yeah, in case you're curious though, when in the world do these things ever get removed? They get removed in a flashback in Zoo Island. Yeah. So, Caesar, by the way, he sleeps outside. I'm like, really? I get the fact he's your prisoner. Maybe you could, I don't know, put him in the cargo hold? Yeah, why the heck would you leave him outside for? Makes no freaking sense. I mean, I'm sure you could put him in the cargo hold, which he can probably not really cause any trouble. Oh, and by the way, Law basically takes off his coat he was wearing in the previous arc. Yeah, shows off basically he's wearing his heart pirate symbol on his shirt. He's got like a very fluffy looking collar on. Oh, by the way, it's a blue long sleeve shirt. He still has his sword. By the way, does he bother to use his damn sword this whole arc? Not really, no, because the sword itself is pretty much useless this whole arc. So, by the way, who attacks the ship? A group of sea animals. No joke. By the way, one of them just happens to be one of those Kung Fu Dongos from the Alabasta arc. Yes, they actually reference that arc, and you're like, wow, that's quite something. And this creature apparently knows hockey. Yeah, where the heck this thing learned hockey from is never explained. Also, they apparently kind of do a montage. He just randomly found these creatures. One of whom happens to look like those bear rabbits from Drum Kingdom. And according to Law, yeah, they're similar, but these are the sea versions of them. Which, okay, he says these creatures are actually from North Blue. Which, okay, that's actually quite interesting. Because, here's the thing. Both Law and Sanji are both from the North Blue. So he would know that. Yeah, so also apparently they have what looks like a mini Kraken. Okay, they don't say anything about this creature. It's like, oh, we have a mini Kraken here who looks like Tsunade, Luffy's pet from the Fishman Island arc. Where in the world they found this thing? No idea. So, by the way, who goes after these creatures? Well, it's just Luffy, Trafalgar Law, and Chopper. I get why Chopper goes along, because he's actually pretty good to go along. Luffy, because he's the main character of the series. I get the reason why Law, because he just came on board, and they probably want to utilize him for this one mini arc. Yeah, and his name is Reed. Oh boy, guy. Yeah, and by the way, Law is asked if he has anything to do with Doflamingo. The answer is no. He has nothing to do with Doflamingo at all. I highly doubt he even knows who the heck he is. By the way, this guy's master plan is to create an animal kingdom where he's the boss, and everybody's treated as his pet. Wow. By the way, this guy is human, and yet he hates humans. And they kind of look like his backstory in a way. where apparently his crew abandoned him because they didn't like how he did things. Like, okay, fine. What happened to his crew? No idea. Also, what's the name of the pirate crew? No idea, because I showed briefly a couple times in flashback, and that's it. Chopper briefly goes into monster mode. Yeah, something he did do in the previous arc of the series. Though he doesn't do very much. I get the reason why that they actually have him do something this arc. Because next arc he's actually taken out partway into it. Yeah, him, Nami, Sanji, and Brook. They're taken out. Well, they're not killed per se. They just basically take the sun and go away. And just basically Luffy and everybody else basically battling Doflamingo next arc. Yep. So, first we have Luffy, Chopper, and Law uses Shark Submersible, which, by the way, next arc, not shown up at all. Matter of fact, the next time this particular device is used actually is in, I kid you not, Whole Cake. Yes, Whole Cake is next time the Shark Submersible is actually seen in the series. Yep. So, they go there, they go to the ship, they go through this underwater tunnel. By the way, where the heck did Breed himself get the ship from is never explained. He just randomly has his ship. Yeah, barely anything is explained about this character. Oh, and why did he steal why did he take Caesar? Because he wants to create his own smile fruits. Okay. Fine. Whatever. So, by the way, Caesar wants nothing to do with this guy at all. Because he has no desire to make it. By the way, I have a question. Okay, if he wants to make it, okay. Does he have any supply of sad? Or does he have anything to make these type of fruits? Not really, no. Because even though he refused, he could at least show the fact he had the stuff. Also, how the heck would he even know about these artificial fruits at all? I mean, from what I can tell, even the canon stuff, they're not that very common outside of a few regions. How the heck would Breed even know about this stuff is never explained. So, by the way, this guy's an outfit user. What's his different power? The pet fruit. Okay, a very lame name for a power. And the power is just, oh, put a collar on somebody and control them. Okay. Fine. And what does it do? Have people act like freaking pets. Okay. Yeah, this could easily misinterpreted as a guy who, if any like person who is not like this guy, they probably could use this power to brainwash women to do whatever the heck they want. Nope. By the way, the ladies do absolutely nothing this whole arc. Most of this arc, like first episode, you have Law and Luffy fight each other because they're forced to. Oh, by the way, they actually have earplugs in, and then they're on the window by the Kung Fu Seal, and then they're fine. And then, of course, they beat the guy up. He's sent packing someplace. Presumably, he's knocked out, so his dope fruit is undone by everybody. And then, well, the Shark Submersible is basically returned back to the Sunny. Excuse me. And, of course, everybody say goodbyes. And then the seal goes off with his crew. By the way, do these guys have a ship? Not really, no. It probably would have been fine if they kept Breed's ship and probably dropped Breed off some island someplace, because I'm sure this guy is probably wanted someplace. Who the heck knows? Also, they said, take this path and take you straight to Dressrosa. Okay, perfectly fine. So, and by the way, the only canon stuff you get in this arc is a brief, like, 2-minute thing at the end of the final episode where we see a paper has come in and it has the article. Doflamingo has resigned from the Warlords and abdicated the throne of Dressrosa. And then Doflamingo calls up Law and Law calls him up, and he tells Law, "I've done what you ask." By the way, start of next arc when Law meets up with Doflamingo, this article is nothing more to reveal to be nothing more than a big fat lie. Oh yes, they also out Luffy and Trafalgar Law in an alliance. They also now out another alliance, basically an alliance between Scratchman Arco, Captain Kidd, and Basil Hawkins, which that actually is canon. And these guys basically form an alliance to get this. Now, I hinted at this at the start. I believe it was this current arc. I think it was. And their plan was simple. Their plan was to take down Red Hair Shanks, which, from what I read, actually failed and cost Captain Kidd his arm. Basil Hawkins and Scratch of Arco would basically Basil Hawkins would join Kaido, and as for Scratchman, he was a supporter of Kaido the whole time. Yep. And by the way, is there any like shocking revelation aside from the two alliances and what happened with Doflamingo? Not really, no. By the way, Sugar is briefly seen in this scene when they show Doflamingo. Yeah, as you see, looking at a bunch of Transpire snails, which are ringing off the hook like crazy. By the way, what exactly is Sugar's function in the Doflamingo Pirates? I mean, in a way, she kind of acts like a little sister to Doflamingo. I mean, Doflamingo, despite the fact he's a ladies' man, he doesn't do anything to Sugar at all, because even he knows at least he knows he's not a pedophile. Yeah, he may keep this little girl around because he treats her like a little sister, like an actual child. Like he treats her basically like the way he is. Like she basically looks out for him. Heck, she calls him young master, which by the way, the character Leo Gio does the same thing too. Was looking at his attire, I'm like, was he like a rejected superhero when he was younger? And I looked up basically like, oh, he always dressed like this very lame looking outfit. Yeah. So not really much else to say about Season Retrieval. It's just an okay arc per se. It's goodly paced, but it's something though that once again we have not like the last filler arc, which was really good. This one is not very good. As a matter of fact, it's not that memorable at all. Not really, though. So am I. That is memorable because that leads into, at the time, the most recent film release, Gold. And that comes after the events of Dressrosa, believe it or not. Yep, it does. Though there was an article I saw that Funimation did announce that the next Dead Devil episode is released, which is going to start the Dressrosa arc, is going to release 3 days for Christmas on the Funimation streaming service, that's awesome. The fact that finally getting this, and here's the thing, I kind of predicted basically exactly like, because I do like 13 episodes per like voyage, like the next batch is going to cover episodes 629 to 641, which that's awesome. Like I predicted that like a few months ago, and I'm so happy I predicted it, but. As of basically finished up Season Retrieval, Season 16 is done for One Piece. Yeah, it's done. And next, all Dressrosa. This long arc. And it's going to take 9 parts just to cover this damn thing. Well, 9 sets of voyages basically they're going to do just to cover Dressrosa. Yep. Because it's 118 episodes, which... you probably think, damn, that's a long arc. And it is. Yep. Which would be quite interesting to hear Barto, hear Bartholomew was dub voice. Now you're probably thinking, wait, didn't they already have this character's dub voice made his first appearance in Stampede? Yes, but I didn't see it dubbed. I have it. I just haven't a chance to watch it dubbed yet. I might watch it probably later on. Yep, so... that's it for single view. Next view is going to review of a Comic Corner. Yep. I wasn't going to do this last night, but I ran out of time. But tonight, I have time to do it. Yep. But see you next video. Bye.